Charlie was floating in the back seat.
You're looking
Like,
through your rear view
floating.
mirror and you see
Yeah, like
bodies.
he's just floating, and he comes back down so hard it fucking knocks him out because he wasn't paying attention at all. He was looking at his phone. Fucking comes down, just fucking lights out. Steven, the person that's in the back with him, goes, "Charlie's not conscious. He's out." He's like, "You gotta stop."
Welcome to the show. We are your hosts, Tyler, Garrett, and Craig. We're just a few degens from upcountry with backgrounds in law enforcement, firefighter, EMS, and military. We love gaming, drinking, and talking about whatever crosses our dark minds. Grab a drink, sit down, and enjoy. This is the Casual AF Podcast. Welcome to Casual AF Podcast. I am your host, Tyler, with, of course, Garrett and Craig. And guess what? We have our first official sponsor. It is Main Street.
Our first.
How dare you?
I was doing the sponsor.
You are doing the sponsor, but I was going to say Main Street Bar and Main Street Grill and Bar.
Cut.
Garrett, take it away. I'm not restarting.
All right. Main Street Grill and Bar right here in beautiful Hillsborough, New Hampshire, has decided to be our very first sponsor of the podcast, and we appreciate it very much. Thank you for everything. It's Main Street Grill and Bar here in Hillsborough at Angesley Golf Course, and Angesley Golf Course is all part of it as well. It's a great golf course, 9-holer here, and it's unapologetically fun. So we thank you very much for the sponsor.
So wait, you're telling me, Garrett, I can play some golf?
You are more than welcome to come and play golf. Whether
I
you're
can have
been playing for years, doesn't matter. Come down, play golf. Who knows? I might even be the Bev Cart girl. You never know.
And I can have a drink.
Love those tits.
Oh, you can have plenty to drink.
And I can have some food too?
Great food. Everything from their Caesar salad, which is the best, personally, my favorite. Their Caesar salad dressing is absolutely incredible. Their chicken tenders, light, airy batter, just everything. The pub tots, the whole 9 yards, dude. Everything's great.
My nipples are hard.
Great beers and great drinks. You can get a margarita with Ghost Tequila, and I tell you what, best spicy marg you'll ever have in your entire life.
And listen, guys, this is Main Street Grill and Bar at the Angesley Golf Course in Hillsborough. Not to be confused with those hacky fucks, the Main Street Bar and Grill in Berlin, New Hampshire. Fuck those guys. All right?
Hey, what he said.
But yes, we just want to thank you guys for being our first sponsor and everything. We appreciate it very much.
Very much. Thank you, Kyle, Danny, Michael, and Dave.
Love you.
That right.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Main
it.
Street Grill and Bar, baby. 18 holes on the course. Try to find that 19th at the bar.
We're going to try to see what we can do. We're going to try to see if we can get a in-person podcast right there in the restaurant before they open up. When we do our in-person day, when Craig comes up here to the old New Hampshire.
Yeah, it's gonna be around the springtime, right?
End of the month. Shooting for end of the month. Birthday.
What's this fella's name that owns it?
Kyle is one of our good buddies, as well as Michael and Danny. They're also
The trio.
friends of ours as well. Dave, I don't know him as well. Actually, I don't know if I've met him in person.
So who runs the show?
Danny and Michael do a lot of it. Kyle is there. He does a lot of the working stuff. Danny and Michael do a lot more of the business stuff.
So who's gonna give me the go ahead on bringing a kiddie pool in there for our stream?
So we can do a hot tub stream.
Who do I need to talk to?
Hot tub podcast.
Hey, they do have a deck. We could do the podcast out on the deck.
Perfect.
I'm for it. Let's go.
2-piece bathing suit and everything.
There we go.
Oh, I'm wearing coconut fucking top all day.
Yes. Oh man. Speaking of that, spring's coming up. All right, so What are our favorite activities for the springtime?
Sure.
Besides,
What?
besides, besides Easter egg hunts,
Yes. Pretty
I
soon
mean-
to be able to hide my own. So
golfing. I'm excited to go up there at the end of April and try the old, Main Street Grill and Bar golf course. It's a great
the old Angus Meadows.
Angus Meadows. No, I do like golf. I like paintball. That's always a good time. Try
Also
to
a
get
good
out there
time, too.
try to get there a couple times a year.
Problem with paintball is it's just getting expensive.
Yeah,
I mean-
everything's expensive though. Golf's fucking expensive nowadays too.
Yeah, well, I mean, thanks inflation.
Clubs, yeah.
Well, Garrett, it's not
Clubs, golf
it's-
balls. When I lose a fucking pack of balls every time I play the game,
it's not the
just so
clubs. How many
dumb.
times do I have to tell you? You could you could have 40 grand clubs. You're still gonna play terribly.
I know. I just hit the ball too far. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Hey, that
He
that
does that whole-
120 that 120 club head speed ain't gonna fucking do anything, but it's fucking
Does that whole Happy
put the
Gilmore
ball way
swing?
out of bounds.
Yeah, but you shank it, don't you?
Nope.
You don't hit a hard draw?
I draw a little bit, but I don't hit a hard draw anymore.
Oh.
My iron game's gotten a lot better over the years.
I don't know,
play
you
golf.
seem-
Especially
a little-
playing at Angus.
You seemed a little scared to come to Top Golf when you were down here. You don't want the
I'm
smoke.
scared. You fucking didn't want to go. You fucking just called it off.
I was
dude.
fucking working, bro. What do you want from me?
I know. So was I, but I was ready to go.
I've never played golf.
You never play golf?
Never have.
Jeez. So,
It's gonna be fun.
yeah, it's a fun game, bud. It's a
I mean,
It is.
mini golf. Played some mini golf in my day.
And no matter how bad you are at it, you just can't get mad at yourself because a lot of people are fucking bad at the game.
but it's primarily a drinking sport. The
It is.
Golf
yeah.
just
It's
comes
an excuse
secondary.
to go out and get away from the significant others, the kids.
Yeah, but don't you take your hands with you?
Well, yeah, but I need those to play the game, or else I'm just gonna be up there with fucking. I'm gonna look like a tin cup with all the fucking shit hanging off of himself and some bionic arms, fucking flailing around.
What do you like to do, Ty? What are
During
you
the
looking? What are you most? Yeah, what are you most looking forward to with the nice weather coming out?
I'm looking to actually hit trails, like mountain trails again. I always have a fun time doing that.
Like rucking, biking? What do you?
Hiking. I
Nice.
don't do really any biking. Wife and I used to do it a lot, and now little guy is actually getting better with walking on his own. We're trying to hit trails again.
Then you can throw him in the backpack when he gets sick of walking. and just
I am
get
not
him.
carrying that fucking 30-pound, 40-pound dude on my back.
This is no different than a ruck. What is it, 45
Yeah.
for a ruck?
I am fucking 28 years old. I used to do that when I was fucking 20, 21.
Oh man.
What about you,
I've
Garrett?
been out of that sport.
Oh man, with spring, I mean, definitely golf. I golf a lot, so I'm really looking forward to that. Pretty excited for it. Jeez, and crow. I guess that's really all I got going for my life. Just golf.
Going
Yeah,
out shooting without freezing.
Oh, shooting, yeah, shooting.
Yeah, a lot, man. That
not
goes
in the
out.
snow and stuff like that. That'll be good. Let's see.
At the range.
Yeah, the range.
Clarify.
Yeah. Damn. I used to have a Harley, so I used to go out riding the bike all the time, but
What happened? What happened to the Harley?
I sold it.
What?
It was during the gingivitis times, and
Oh,
everything was through the roof, and had a really good opportunity to make a shitload of money on it, so I sold it.
you sold it during the dark times.
Yep. But no, so like after that, I mean, it's springtime. Usually do a lot of bonfires and stuff where it's like kind of chillier nights and stuff like that. So that's a lot of fun. Hang out with some buddies around the fire, play some stump. Stump's a lot of fun.
Fire pit season's upon us soon.
Stump.
Do you know what Stump is?
Yeah, you explained it fucking
Oh,
like 3
yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, explain it to the listeners.
All right. So
Wait. Just to clarify, guys, this is one of the most redneck fucking drinking games I've ever heard of in my life. It's crazy.
all right. So what you do is you take a big stump and you put it down and you try to find a pine one because once you do it with oak, it's a nightmare. People get hit in the eyes with shards of nail because the nails just break when you hit them because they're not going into the stump. Any kind of softwood, but so pine's like your go-to because you can usually get a pretty big stump for that. So everyone gets a nail. The goal of the game is to be the last nail standing. So you have to hit everybody else's nail. You don't want to hit yours. If you hit yours, then that sucks. You're an idiot. So you flip the hammer. You flip the hammer once, you get one swing. And then if you flip the hammer between your legs, you get 2 swings. If you flip the hammer behind your back, you get 2 swings. If you flip the hammer between your legs and then behind your back, you get 4. So, and then you have to, but no matter where you catch the hammer or how you catch the hammer, you have to swing it that way. You can't re-grip. If you touch metal, like, so if, say you don't catch the grip, then it doesn't count. If you touch the metal, it doesn't count. You have to catch the grip and then swing it however you catch it. So if you catch that thing sideways and you're swinging with the side of the hammer, that's how you're swinging at the nail. So you can't re-grip. If you re-grip, then you pass the hammer. If you drop the hammer, you pass the hammer. You don't get to swing. And then if your nail gets hit, there's a couple different ways you can play it like a drinking game. If your nail gets hit, then you have to take a drink. That's one way to do it. The other way is if your nail goes in, you have to finish your drink, which is a little bit more.
Now, how do you differentiate the nails?
You just got to remember which nail's yours.
Oh, that's a clusterfuck.
Yes, yeah. At least paint them with like
We try to play
nail
with
polish.
Like 6 to 8 people max.
But then
and around it like a decent sized stump, it's pretty easy to like judge which one's yours. And we try to space them out pretty evenly too.
I'd be staying right by mine so I remember where the fuck it is.
Exactly. Well, yeah, you don't move around the stump. You stay right in front of your nail.
Okay, then you can...
The trick is
you're
like
a fucking
if you try
idiot
to swing
if you
like
can't
across
remember
the
which
stump,
one yours is then.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't rotate. You stay in the same spot. But if you try to swing like
really
across
mix it
the
up,
stump,
you fucking make people
you smash
rotate.
your knuckles off someone else's nail. Oh man, it's a painful game sometimes. I like hit the stump or hit the nail. It bounced off the edge of the nail and then off the edge of the stump, and I hit myself right underneath the kneecap one time with the hammer full swing. Boy, that was rugged.
Jesus Christ!
It did not feel good.
Casual AF podcast disclaimer, guys. Don't try this game unless you're a trained professional or an ultimate idiot. We're not liable for any injuries.
Yeah.
And don't drink and drive.
Unless you practice.
Drink responsibly. That's what you guys were looking for. It wasn't either of those two. It was, drink responsibly.
Call an Uber.
Unless you practice.
Unless
Craig.
You don't have Unless you live in rural New Hampshire and you don't have an Uber.
Do you guys not have Ubers up there?
Not where he lives, I think. Oh God, who isn't it? Our friend of ours that was thinking about making a business in Hillsborough for that.
I was going to make a business I was going to make a DoorDash before it was DoorDash. And I was just going to drive around to restaurants that people called in takeout orders, and I was going to pick them up and bring them to their house for money.
Yeah, but wasn't like Jason talking about it? I think he was talking about it at one of the fucking cookouts. He was like, "Oh, I'm
probably.
thinking about doing like some kind of Uber service here in fucking Hillsboro. I'll just go pick people up and fucking bring them home and make some fucking money. Hell yeah!"
Here in Hillsboro, we could call it utter.
Yeah.
Fuck them Germans. I ain't calling it Uber.
Well, the last couple DoorDashes we've ordered have been a fucking
Nightmare.
Craig, tell us what you think about DoorDash.
Fuck
so
DoorDash.
hang on, Craig.
bro.
But the funny thing is, or I feel bad, is my food's fine. It's my wife's that gets fucked over every time.
Do
So I'm like,
not
oh, my
Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'm like, my stuff's fine. And she's like, yeah, it must be fucking nice. Craig, go at it.
You know
Let 'em
what?
have it. Let 'em have
It's
it.
been 4 episodes, right? This is episode number 4.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've been waiting.
Hang on. Fuck DoorDash. Fuck DoorDash. Go get food at Main Street Grill and Bar.
Did you take out? So you can always do that. Tell us what you think about DoorDash, Craig.
Get it, Craig. Get it.
It's been 4 episodes, guys. I don't have the same fire I would have had in episode 1. All right, just fuck those guys.
Oh man, I've had my fair share of DoorDash bad experiences. Like when I was working on the road for mainline, traveling all over the place. The number one restaurant from DoorDash that was fucking like I would never do it again. I did it twice and would never do it again. Buffalo Wild Wings, the worst, and I think it probably has something to do with Buffalo Wild Wings takeout services in general.
Well, just Buffalo Wild Wings in general.
Well, yeah, but sometimes when they don't have like Wingstop or anything like that, then what the fuck else are you gonna do?
Wingstop's terrible too. So what's the other one? Wings and things? No, you need to get wings from your fucking local bar. Just the only way to do it.
Sometimes
They make
you
them
get
the
those
best.
too, and they're fucking garbage.
I feel
like it's less likely.
I feel like you're just kind of doing a disservice to yourself if you like don't go there and actually have wings there, because
no, for sure,
because you're literally ordering wings and then it's sitting until DoorDash or whoever picks it up, and then they gotta drive it to you, and they're just like soaked, and especially if they do like
it's not
fried.
that. It's not like I know when I'm getting wings, or I know when I'm getting any kind of takeout in general, no matter where you get it from. It's not gonna be as fresh as when you get it. Like you could get a sub, and it's still gonna be fucking different. It's still gonna be kind of fucked up. You get a salad, and a salad's gonna be soggy too. If you get takeout,
I feel like if you're getting takeout with something that's sauced up, yeah, you're gonna be.
Yeah, there's no way around it. Like just plan on having a fucking meal that's not gonna be as good as if you went in and sat down and had it.
What do you think the best thing to order for takeout is?
Gotta be pizza.
Pizza?
Gotta be pizza. Yep.
Yeah, but fucking Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, whatever the hell you have up there doesn't count. It's not real pizza.
I'm just saying, no, like even from traveling all over the place, pizza is, no matter what you do, because it can fucking...
I almost... Fuck Brick House because that's overpriced.
It is. Absolutely. Fuck that place.
What's Brick House?
It's terrible.
Yeah, it used to be Hillsboro House of Pizza, and now it's Brick House.
Well, it still is. It's still Hillsboro House. They moved it over to Brick House. It's
They're
just
connected now?
Yeah, they got rid of the other one. The other one's American Self-Defense Studio or something like that.
Fucking studio or some shit, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and yeah.
Raquando.
So, they fucking...
There's times where I could
Hillsboro House into the old Brick House building. So, but it is so fucking expensive. Like $50 for 2 fucking specialty pizzas, or $60. Like, come on, get fucked.
I can buy 2 specialty pizzas around here where I am for like 30, 40.
I haven't been in over.
That is what I'm getting.
Haven't been in over a year. I will drive to Henniker to get fucking good pizza.
For people that don't know, Henniker is probably further.
Henniker's 15 what, probably like 15 20 minute drive for you.
Yeah, there and then 15 minutes back.
Yeah,
it's not too far.
I'm gonna do a 30-minute round trip to get a good pizza before I drive 4 minutes down the road from my house.
All right, so I'm just gonna just give me a
So
second. I'm just gonna.
fucking
What is it?
takeout.
It's called Brick House. What's it called?
Yes.
I'm just gonna scratch them off possible sponsor lists. Just give me a second. So just to recap, DoorDash is out.
Hillsborough House is out.
Hillsborough's house is out.
Yeah, there's a few times where I come back into Hillsborough so I can like see my parents and
I got
stuff,
the tinnitus, hang on.
and freaking just the changes that happen in my hometown. I'm like, huh, that's different. Like wouldn't have expected a self-defense studio replacing a pizza place.
Bro, Garrett looks like he's sitting at the table and Daddy just hit mommy.
The tinnitus is back.
Wow.
I'll tell you where you don't get domestic violence often. I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
You can't take me anywhere, boys. Sorry.
That was like
off the rails.
a little bit of like a warning right there. Childhood memories.
Oh, for you or me?
Not for me. Just for anyone that's listening.
Yeah, well,
Oh man.
all right.
So with back to like the whole changing of the season and stuff like that.
Yeah, on a brighter note.
On a brighter note, fuck domestic violence.
Fuck childhood trauma.
Oh god.
Trauma. Spring music choices either.
For the listeners, I
music
did
choices.
the rainbow thing.
Yeah, the rainbow. Trauma. Spring music choices, either genre, artist, playlist. Go.
Alternate rock.
Alt rock. Okay.
Alt rock.
I kind of devolved into like my high school days.
Alt rock to some little bit of emo shit and fucking
Yeah, I got
metal.
a little emo, a little pop punk, a little ska, a little less than Jake in there.
Just
you know?
kidding. My normal shit I listen to the day to day. Like it doesn't change. It doesn't change.
Yeah, I mean, I try to get away from the kill yourself cowboy music that I listen to for most of the year, and
Is that
You
country?
try to get
is
yourself,
that another
unalive
term for?
yourself.
Is that another definition of
The
country?
forever sleep.
yeah, it's like sad cowboy music, you know, like Zach Bryan,
There's a few times.
Morgan
where
Wallen,
I'll pull out the country, the old country music.
Benjamin Todd, Coulter Wall,
It's more of like I gotta pull out the country music.
Tyler Childers, you know, like
I gotta pull out the
these-
country music for when like at cookouts and stuff because people get frowned
Yeah.
upon when I start playing my music.
Yeah, death metal is not a popular topic for bonfires and
No, don't know why.
cookouts and stuff like that, which is unfortunate because I think it's great for every occasion, but
depends on the barbecue, boys.
it's true. It's true.
It's a different appreciation of like music because like
It is.
you can listen to some of those guys and you're just impressed because like that's not something easy to do, and then other people are like, why are they just screaming? And it's
Lorna
like
Shore,
it's like you shut the fuck up
Perfect
right now.
example. Will Ramos with Lorna Shore is a great example of like the talent behind it. Like that
Yeah.
guy is incredible.
Well, they've been around since fucking 2009, right?
with
2010.
I don't think Will Ramos was the original lead singer. I think
Oh.
he is a newer one.
All I'm gonna say is it's not hard to sing about a little bit of twang down a country back road banging your sister.
No,
But what those guys can do with their voices and the gutturals and it's just
It's an art.
impressive.
It's
you guys,
absolutely an art.
you guys know Atreyu?
Yes.
Atreyu, yep.
Been listening to them since fucking Lip Gloss and Black.
Those guys have
Long
been around
time
for a while.
A long time.
Yeah.
And it was just banger after banger. There was really no No stopping.
Yeah. Me and some of my buddies, we went and saw He is Legend, Islander, uh, Crown Magnetar, and Attila at a
Ooh.
local like nightclub a little while ago. I'm not a huge Attila fan. Like after seeing them in concert, especially, I don't know. It's just like to me, it feels like that fucking pop, the hip hop fucking douchey metal, which it just fucking I don't like it. I don't know. It's just something about them. I didn't like them personally. Like, just felt like I had a beef with them the entire time.
Didn't like those people.
Yeah, they just fucking just straight up assholes. Like Crown Magnetar was great. He is Legend was great. Islander was great, but I don't know. I just didn't care for Attila. We were actually the bodyguards for the sound guys for Attila. We had to like keep everyone from bouncing into the sound tables and ruining the concert. So we just got to sit there and just fucking throw people across the dance floor and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun.
Jealous.
I'm so
But
mad.
no,
I
it was
have
like
one.
it was like literally a small like nightclub bar. Like it was, geez, I don't know, 50 by 40. Like the place is tight.
One of my favorite bands is supposed to be here in Boston come September, but it's a Wednesday night.
Ugh.
I think you told me about this. I just
Yeah.
don't remember.
Electric Callboy.
Yeah.
Who?
Electric Callboy. It's a metal pop punk band. It's more of a electronic pop techno punk band. Techno metal band. I think I said metal band. Yeah. And it's a German band too, and I think they're just fucking good. I fucking love listening to them.
Are you going to see him?
I want to, but the thing that frustrates me is it's a Wednesday night at 7 p.m.
So you're not a real fan, is what you're telling me.
No, what I'm having huge contemplation of doing it and then hating myself the next day, or I'm gonna take 2 days off.
When have you ever done something, at least with us, that you haven't wound up hating yourself the next morning?
This
True.
podcast?
How many times have you done this podcast and then hated yourself the next morning?
And then through the rest of the week of, oh, I gotta fucking edit this now.
When did you edit the one that's coming out like last week? Technically, when everyone listens to this,
Like 3 hours ago.
I was gonna.
I'm sorry, I have been addicted to a certain video game. My priorities are kind of out of whack right now.
Not even a good game.
Shut your fucking mouth.
It feels like every other one.
It is. What do you mean?
Feels like Lost Ark and fucking Diablo like had a baby that has an extra chromosome.
It's more of like
Everyone was calling it the poor Diablo.
Yeah.
It's more of PoE, Path of Exile. So if anyone's fucking wondering what we're talking about, Last Epoch is an action ARPG multiplayer game that I have been playing. I've been grinding the shit out of because I love it. It's one of my favorite genres. We talked about this in episode 2, where I'm more focusing on what I want to fucking play, and now you're shitting on me for what I want to fucking play.
Yeah, struggles of a streamer, I guess. I don't know.
Struggles of a fucking streamer.
No, you can play what you want to play, but I'm telling you, I played it. I played it, and it's not good.
It's filling my void until Diablo 4 comes in June.
I am mad I spent $35 on this game.
How? It's not that bad.
Pretty bad.
No, it's not.
It's not fun.
You can't complain either because it's still in beta. Are you mad because there's a little bit of glitches here and there? Yes, it can be frustrating.
No, it has nothing to do with the glitches. It has everything to do with the gameplay. Feels like every other fucking game. I have games already on my computer. I spent $35 on another one.
Well, I'm sorry, it's not satisfying you.
So I go to the free category.
What else did you play? That's
Hold
compared
on,
to
I have to
else?
scroll down. Let's take Last Epoch off a list of possible sponsors.
What else do you play that compares to it?
I'm not gonna pull up my Steam right now, but it feels like a shittier Diablo.
I mean, compared to Diablo, I wouldn't say Diablo is better.
Yeah, but the way you're ranting and raving about it, how it's like,
I'm on the cusp because
I will say
I can't. All right, I'm saying Last Epoch is better right now because I have the full game. I don't have the full game of Diablo 4 yet. I was only able to play until level 25 of Diablo 4. I wasn't able to fully spec out my build for
Did
Diablo.
you get the painting? Did you get the painting in the church?
No, I did not get that win that sweepstakes. I don't even know if that thing's been announced yet. I got my little fucking wolf puppy backpack though.
Nice.
You just gotta hit level 25.
I think I hit level 10.
Didn't get your wolf backpack, baby.
Nope, I did not.
can you get it
No.
after?
Nope. It was only for the betas.
All right, so it's fitting you got one.
Yeah, I wanted it. There was over 1 million people that played that beta. And got the backpack.
It's because it's a good game.
It is a good game. There's some stuff that I have complaints about, and I hope when the full game comes out, it's gonna fix my complaints. Like the biggest thing I was complaining about is I'm only at level 25, and I wanted to fuck with my build more. So Last Epoch is filling that void right now because I do not want to play Path of Exile because Path of Exile, y'all who play Path of Exile, salute to you because you guys are some fucking fanatics. The build diversity and just the in-depth of builds on that game, I'm like, nope, I can't fucking do this.
Did you play Warhammer Chaos Bane?
No, I haven't played that.
If you played that, you'd understand why I'm like Last Epoch is meh.
A great comparison for Last Epoch, it is in between Diablo 4, as Diablo 4 being like the most beginner action ARPG, and Path of Exile, where it's the most in-depth. You're sitting there for hours trying to build out your build to the fullest potential.
Nobody has time for that.
I don't. So Last Epoch is where it's like, hey, you have the in-depth of trying to make that build, but it's not as crazy where Path of Exile is like, I'm not sitting there looking at fucking spreadsheets to try to get this thing to where I need it.
I'm lost. I don't know what I don't know what the fuck.
The
you guys are
story.
talking about.
I
It's
will
like you
say,
guys are talking a different language. To
I
me
know.
right now.
And anyone who probably doesn't play fucking action
Diablo
RPGs.
4 was fun to me because it was pretty simple. Because I'm a simple kind of man. Don't DMC
Another thing is Last Epoch, the story progression is really shitty, I will admit, but the end game is really fucking fun. And I know that's like the hard thing to ask of people is like, hey, you gotta try to get through the story mode first to get the end game, and then you're gonna have a lot of fun when you do an end game. Which is always a hard thing for like MMO, even like MMO RPGs. I bet World of Warcraft, where you gotta like try to push through certain story shit to get to end game, and then the end game is where it gets fun.
Well, I mean, definitely back in the day, old Warcraft was like months until you got to 60.
Mhm.
You didn't hit end game for fucking months.
But back in the day, from what I heard though, like leveling was actually fun at that point though. And it felt like it felt like an accomplishment.
Yeah, definitely rewarding.
Yeah.
Rewarding would be the word I used. Like you earned your levels. You put time into that shit.
Right.
Now with fucking, you can go level 1 to 70 in, I don't know, less than like 2 days played.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Garrett sounds like a boyfriend who checked out of a conversation 15 minutes ago, and she's just like, "That's crazy." Yeah, wow.
he's
that's
literally sitting there going, "Mom and
Lost
Dad,
in
are fighting right now."
This is my
well, that's why
current state.
that's why he's holding his ears before.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm just gonna say I wouldn't say Last Epoch is like the creme de la creme of an action RPG, but it is filling my void as a gamer and a streamer where I have been struggling to find a game that is making me fucking happy and I can enjoy.
Well, happiness
Because-
comes from within.
Because the fucking gaming industry right now can just suck a fat one for real.
Oh yeah. There's really nothing promising coming
nothing.
out this year. Oh, the new Star Wars game's coming out, but that's like I want to play my buds. I want good games to play with friends.
We had a good time playing fucking Ground Branch and Ready or Not last night. That was some fun.
Ground Branch
Yeah,
is
but
good.
it's so self-contained that it's like it's
Yeah.
only fun for a little bit.
It was fun though. Like we did some like cool shit, did some night raids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. Like we had some good games with Fortnite before we got on the podcast and stuff today. We had some pretty close ones.
We would have
The
won
ones
that
I
one.
fucked up. Yeah, the one that I shot at the fucking.
I mean, it's not really your
I
fault.
don't know if we would have won that because
Well,
the
I
other
wanted
team had the high ground too.
But I was trying to circle back, and then you started
Yeah.
shooting because you could get to that high ground from behind them because they had no idea we were there. We were just kind of like chilling.
Yeah.
And
Then
if we
had
circled back,
the next game we did better though, and we didn't think we were doing as good that round.
yeah, is that the one where the guy killed us when he was on the roof and none of us had any
Yeah,
idea where the
and
fuck he
we had
was?
no idea he was there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was garbage. That was stupid.
Chat type 1 if you're still here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so spring music back. I didn't answer. Right now, like springtime for some reason.
Yeah, we went off. We went off course.
Sea shanties and fucking
Sea
like
shanties.
flogging Molly. Just like fucking all the greats. Flogging Molly.
Hot take coming your way right now. Flogging Molly is not that good.
I like flogging Molly. I like flogging Molly. I like the drop kicks. Been a huge fan of the drop kicks for years.
Yeah, you've always
the last
been a drop
album
kick.
was like kind of a bummer.
So Flogging Molly has
The
4,
Pogues,
5 decent
the
songs.
Pogues, like all those guys. I like Irish music in the springtime. I don't know why. Like Irish music, sea shanties, just shit like that, like the ballads, that kind of stuff. And then this is the time of year where I get into like Zach Bryan and stuff like that. Just driving around back roads, windows down, just fucking listening to music, letting the air roll through the rig. And it's mud season too, so we're gonna start getting out, hitting the trails, fucking going wheeling and stuff like that.
Oh, you got the new Toyota, right?
Yeah, I got the Tacoma, dude.
Tacoma. Let's go. Fuck it.
Yep.
Let's go.
Heads right up over the mountain, fucking decent. Doesn't hit on any of the rocks. Goes through the mud great. So
Is that lifted?
it is. Got the 3-inch rough country or 3.5-inch rough country lift. I just put new tires on it this winter. 34. It's the metric equivalent to 34s. The Firestone Destination MT2s, I believe, and they are the best tire I've ever had in the snow. I can't wait to see how they do in the mud. Like once I got those tires, I think I put my truck in 4-wheel drive for that one big storm we got, the fucking 36 plus inches of snow.
And how did it do? All right.
Great, yeah. That was the only time I ever had to put it in 4-wheel drive, though. I drove out of here. I had like a 2-foot bank at the end of the driveway. When I pulled out of my driveway, thought I was in 4-wheel drive, pulled right out onto the road, fucking started headed, and I was like, I looked down to go to switch it into 2-wheel. I was like, oh, I never put it in 4-wheel, so guess I don't need to put it in 2-wheel. So
Does it
But-
have the snow sense where it like auto kicks on the oil wheel if it really needs to?
No, mine's
No.
17, so it's before all that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't have. It does have that like hill assist where you can like pull up on a hill, hit the brakes, and then let off the brakes. I can sit on a hill with no brakes on, and it just sits there. Which is really nice. I do want to put a pedal commander in it, so the fuel response or like the pedal response is a little bit snappier. For like off roading and wheeling and whatnot, because there's just like a slight delay in when you get into like the rocky sections and whatnot. It's just kind of slow, but with a pedal commander, it'd be a little bit snappier and like more responsive, and I could get through some of those areas a lot better. But it's a lot of fun. I love it. But you can sit there, cruise around, have a bunch of people in there, fucking music going, shit like that. It's a lot of fun. Because we got a bunch of like Jeep trails and stuff right out behind my house, so it's great.
Oh yeah, because you're up in Washington.
Ty remembers one of the times we fucking.
Oh
Remember
my god, that was that was fucking nightmare.
What happened? Let's talk it through.
That
Oh,
was
boy.
that was
So-
Charlie's mom's old expedition, right?
Yep, the old expedition.
The old expedition. We fucking wrecked that thing.
So this thing wasn't going to pass state inspection. It was going to cost so much money to pass state inspection, and so our buddy's dad like gave us the rig to just do whatever we wanted with it. Fucking go wheeling, jump it, do whatever, and jump it. I mean, we fucking launched this thing.
Pretty much, we had this thing at Austin's house, right?
Yeah. It was at Austin's house, old last year.
When he was living with his mom and dad.
Yeah. So we were still in high school.
Yep.
And I went home one day, like once I got off the bus. Tyler went to Austin's house, and I went home for some reason. I had to go and do something or something. I can't remember what it was. So all of a sudden, I hear something pulling up my driveway. I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was Charlie and Tyler in the expedition. They pull up my driveway, and I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, we just came out to pick you up. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess. Like, I was like, all right, I'll just call my mom and tell her I'm headed out. So I called her, let her know I was leaving. And Charlie's like, can you do me a favor? I was like, what's that? He's like, can you drive it back down the trail? He's like, it's got a flat tire. I don't think I can make it down with a flat tire. I was like, so you're going to make me do it? He goes, yeah. He's like, I think you'll know. He's like, I feel like you'll do better with it than I will. And I was like, yeah, sure, fine. Take my truck. I was like, meet me down at Austin's. And it's like, well, I'll take you down the trail.
Did I stay with you? I did.
Yeah,
stay
you
with
stayed with me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, I'll go with him.
So we fucking go down this Jeep trail in a stock height for 2001, 2002
Yeah, it wasn't.
Ford Expedition, airbag suspension, fucking
Yeah.
Just it's not a nice trail. We fucking get headed down this fucking
I swear,
thing.
I smacked my head so many fucking times.
It is fucking flat, and
We were
it's
riding
bouncing
on
off
rim.
rocks. It's just we're on rim.
Yeah.
It's bouncing off rocks. We fucking broke part of the rim, and like so everything is just like off balance. And there's one part we have to go down and around a turn, and there's no way to get on a good camber with the side that was flat. So we go around this corner, and it fucking drops off, and there's no fucking tire there, no air there, and it just fucking goes whoop.
Yep.
And I was like, oh boy, fucking hold on, Tyler. This might not be good. And so we just had to punch it and fucking make it so that front corner came up off the ground. Just fucking headed down this fucking just rock trail. It just bouncing and pounding all the way down.
Oh.
So we get down to
Stupid
the end of
teenage
this
times.
trail. We get to the end of this trail after pounding the shit out of this thing. We're on the rim, like part of the rim is just mangled. I was like, I called Charlie and Austin. I was like, get down to the end of this road.
And make sure it's clear for us.
I was like, make sure there's no cops on the road, number one. Number two, make sure you stop and pick up whatever shrapnel comes off this thing when I drive down it. That way no one gets a flat tire from the fucking rim just disintegrating. So,
Yeah, we were fucking
we get
idiots.
so we fucking go down this road, and luckily there's like another side trail that cuts back into Austin's property. We get back to Austin's house, and we're on the fucking brake rotor.
Yeah.
And all the fucking steel belting and wiring that's in tires is fucking just wrapped around this hub assembly and just fucking shit everywhere. But we're literally got back on the rotor, and just what was left of the hub bolted to the fucking, or what was left of the wheel bolted to the hub. It was fucking hilarious. And I was like, why did I have to do it?
Because Charlie turned around and says, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm in the passenger
man.
seat, and I'm like, I ain't fucking driving this thing.
Well, it was a fucking great time.
Were we? No, that's when you had the fucking you had the Ford
The sport track.
weren't we
fucking
jumping
Explorer
that thing
sport
in
track.
the fucking Austin's backyard?
Yeah, we did jump that. We jumped that right before I headed to basic.
Yep.
Right before I headed to basic training, we're like, let's fucking do something fun.
Yeah, we were jumping that
And
thing.
so
in
we
his
went out and fucking
backyard.
launched that thing out in the backyard. But the expedition, I got the most hang time out of any vehicle I've ever been in my entire life. I
Dude,
knocked
there's
one person out. The thing kind of caught on fire a little bit. Like it was a good jump.
There
So
was a lot of memories.
we were at Austin's house, and we're riding around, and there's a sand hill, and I was like, we can climb that. Well, 45 to 35 miles an hour was not the speed at which we needed to climb it. It was the speed we needed to fucking launch it. We fucking hit this thing. So we cut the seats out of the back and then flipped them around so they were facing the back of the vehicle. So they weren't attached to anything. We just spun them around and put them up against the front seats so you were looking out the back window. So therefore you have no more seatbelts. So the two people that were in the back were not buckled in. One of them being Charlie, one of them being Steven. Charlie had just found his cell phone that he had been missing for like a week when we got this thing and started fucking around with it. So he's going through reading all his text messages and wasn't paying attention to what Austin and I had planned on fucking pulling an Evel Knievel stunt and launching this thing to the fucking moon. We fucking come around the corner and I just aim at the bank and I'm like, we can hit that. That won't be that bad. So at about 45 miles an hour, we hit this fucking sand hill, and there was just enough lip on it that it really just fucking kicked us off the top. And
What safety measures did you have in place for
None.
anybody?
none. There was no seatbelts involved
We
anywhere.
were teenagers.
None of us were wearing
teenagers and
seatbelts.
stupid.
Were you
Oh,
wearing
yeah,
like
no.
helmets? Fucking anything? Oh
Nope.
my god. Okay.
So we're midair, and I looked at, it was so smooth the way we hit it, and I fucking hit the gas, and it just went wham because we cut the exhaust off at the headers. I hit the fucking gas and it fucking wham. I was like, oh shit, we're not on the ground. Like literally had enough time to look at Austin, have this conversation with him before we hit the ground. It was just chaos after that. Fucking Charlie was floating in the back seat.
You're looking
Like,
through your rearview
floating.
mirror and you see
Yeah, like,
bodies.
he's just floating. And he comes back down so hard it fucking knocks him out.
Oh
Because he
my
wasn't
god.
paying attention at all. He was looking at his phone. Fucking comes down, just fucking lights out. Steven, the person that's in the back with him, goes, Charlie's not conscious. He's out. He's like, you gotta stop. And meanwhile, there's smoke rolling out of this fucking thing. And I'm like, I just gotta get it down out of the woods so we don't start a brush fire. I was like, I don't want to fucking light the forest on fire. You know, that's gonna cost us a lot of money if that happens. So, like, let's get out of here. He's like, he's out. He's out. You gotta stop. Fucking. So we get it into a safe spot, and fucking Charlie comes to. He's good. He's just fucking got his brains rattled a little bit. All was okay.
Starts
He got his
throwing
phone.
up.
He found his phone. You know, it was cool. So
That's
he had his phone. He had his phone back.
Silver lining, I guess.
Meanwhile, we fucking just
TBI.
launched this thing to the moon.
Fucking-
Oh man, that rig had so many good times. So after that, it was my goal to recreate it to see how much air we got. So that's when we pulled all the fuses out that said airbag. That was when I was wearing the life vest for protection with four-wheeler helmets and strapped in, and had fucking got running starts at this sand hill to hit it faster than what I hit it the first time. But what it was, we knocked the lip off of it, so we just didn't get that launch out of it that we had before.
Oh
It just
no.
So nothing was as cool. Like, we got it on video like 6,000 times. I think I still have the videos on my phone, but like, we just could not recreate it. One of the airbag fuses we pulled happened to be the airbag suspension, so that may have been a causing factor in it. But it was a lot of fucking fun.
There's
I
a
love
lot,
it.
There's a lot of stories. at Ethan's
Oh
house.
yeah, there is so many. The time Charlie blew himself up with the
Oh my
the fucking-
god.
the stun grenade, the airsoft stun grenade.
The sound grenade.
What?
So we were playing. All right. So back in high school, we were playing airsoft. Like we
Oh,
were
man.
into it. Kitted guns and everything. We were
Oh, yeah.
we were those guys. And we play at Austin's house, and Charlie was like, "Hey, I got these fucking sound grenades." And then what he did is he filled the sound grenades with baby powder.
Yep.
And we just finished up one of our games, and I remember this because we're like, all right, we're done, we called it off, and I come walking back, and then all I remember is I just hear boom, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then you see this powder of smoke in the field, and there's no Charlie.
So what happened was
And-
he was walking up behind one of our buddies and he was gonna scare him. So he fucking pulled the pin on this thing, has it like he's basically cooking the stun grenade. Because what it is a CO2 cartridge. Once you pull it, the hammer flips, it punctures the CO2 cartridge, fills this hard plastic fucking thing full of CO2, reaches its breaking point and explodes. He fucking hits it, like pulls the pin, releases the spoon.
I think he milked it.
He's looking at it. Yeah, he's looking at it. He's like, man, nothing's happening. And he was trying to scare our buddy, so he was gonna like throw it by his feet, so it blew up and scared the shit out of him. He's like, nothing's fucking happening. And then he looks down and goes, oh fuck. And as soon as he said, oh fuck, the thing just went boom. It just fucking exploded in his hand.
So he's in the field laid out, and we're like, Charlie, are you okay? And we start running towards him, and then all you see is just a hand and arm come up and thumbs up.
And then we all fucking fell on the ground laughing our asses off.
Knowing that he was okay.
Oh, it's fucking so funny.
Oh,
He didn't lose no fingers or nothing?
no, nothing.
Nope, no, he is good. He's like my
He
fucking
was
hand really hurts.
He
but
was covered in powder,
Yeah.
though.
he like white, just his face was just completely baby powdered white. Fucking
Yeah, like, oh my god.
oh, it's so fucking funny.
I remember him
Yeah, we-
saying, he's like, yeah, I was trying to put the fucking pin back in, and then he just
He's trying to put it back, like, the fuck's that gonna do, dude? It's like you already fucking popped the spoon. Oh man, it's fucking good times, dude. Good times.
Didn't fucking Sid? Oh my god, I remember
He
this
ended
one.
up with a crater on his forehead when I fucking shot him in the head with a
Austin,
sniper
no,
rifle point
Victor
blank.
ended up with a crater on his fucking forehead too.
I think they might have been the same day. That
Or
may have been me with
he-
a sniper rifle.
Not a crater. He ended up having a fucking dome on his head because of Austin's little brother.
Oh yeah, I remember that because he walked into the fort
Yeah,
and he shot him right in the head.
Austin's little brother was off limits. We couldn't shoot Austin's little brother, but he could shoot at us.
Well, yeah, that's so fucking.
Austin's little brother was little at the time.
Yeah.
How,
No, but
That's okay.
I remember one of the vivid times where Sid ran out of ammo. He's on top of one of the rocks, and I don't remember who the fuck it was that was down at the bottom, but they were laid out and they were just aiming down. They were aiming up at him, and Sid had a fake, like the fake plastic knives. So then he says, "Fuck
Oh.
it." He says, "Fuck it. I'm gonna try to stab him." So you see him like on top of the boulder with the knives, trying to figure out how he's gonna fucking do it. And then he finally just says, "Fuck it," and then jumps off the rock and tries to jump down and stab the guy.
Yeah, that was fucking funny.
Oh
too.
my god!
Oh, man,
Just
we
jumps
had some
off a
fucking
rock
funny
into
times.
another pile of rocks. I'm like, "Don't break your fucking ankle, bro."
Good fucking times.
Remember, I had that fucking Mark 48 that just shot ropes.
Yeah. Well, I had the DMR that I had too from Airsoft GI. That DMR that I got was fucking nasty too.
I ended
I
up.
think me and you both had probably one of the top guns.
I
once we got
ended
those
up.
DMRs.
Well, mine was the Mark 48 machine gun.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
the bell fed?
Yeah. Yep.
I was like, I'm gonna put some money into this, and I did. But I ended up fucking it up. I ended up putting too much power into it, and my wiring and my fuse could not handle the
Yeah.
battery.
Too hot and fucking
And
like, kept popping.
It was burning fucking fuse. It was melting fuses. But if it was running properly, it shot ropes.
And these are electronic or air?
Yes,
Yeah,
electronic ones.
Yeah. Yeah, no, dude, we fucking had some nasty shit.
Yeah, we did. Well, the thing is, like, we never had we don't have any like airsoft fields around. We have
Just
paintball
always
fields.
played in the backyards.
Yeah, and it was just
Look,
Isn't that how you lost a piece of your tooth, Ty?
yeah. That guy.
Yeah.
So if anyone, so yeah, how I lost my fucking tooth, or part of my tooth, is we were playing in my backyard when I was living with my parents.
I don't think I was there for this one.
No, you
I think
weren't. It was Nick, Harrison, and Shane, I think, and it was just us four playing. And what ended up happening was it was just a 2v2 battle, and I'm behind this big fallen log, and I went to peek my head over the log to try to see where the fuck they were, and Harrison was just like, "That's a head. I'm gonna shoot it." And this is when I had braces as well. I just got braces. So he ends up shooting my tooth out, and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And I drop back down, and I'm like, "What's in my mouth?" And then literally I look at Nick, and I go, "What?" I'm like, "Is something like hanging in my mouth?" And he goes, "Oh, Tyler, your tooth is fucking chipped." And the bracket of the brace is held on and it's holding on to it, and it's just dangling there. So we're like, all right, we're gonna stop this. And that was a fun trip to the orthodontist. Of very upset look at me of, yeah, you probably shouldn't fucking do that.
So real quick, I'm gonna use this as a segue
Okay.
into a topic. So
Oh.
with the airsoft games, Steph's French onion burgers.
Oh my god.
The French onion
Oh.
burgers.
So
Fucking
obviously
incredible. It's gonna
people,
bring us into the barbecue and smoker food
yeah,
of choice.
people don't understand this whole segue that we were doing, but when we were at Austin's and we would do airsoft games on the weekend and stuff, French onion burgers is what was made, and that was what was for lunch, and they were amazing.
that's Austin's mom.
Steph.
What's up, Steph? Thanks for listening. I'll see you
Listen to
soon.
Mom.
She's a saint.
See you in a couple of weeks.
But yes, no, those French onion burgers were
Oh
fucking
my
incredible.
God.
It's like the French onion soup packets in Hamburg, I think is essentially what it was. And it was,
In Hamburg?
yeah, like
Mhm.
mix it in with the Hamburg, like
Yeah.
you're making meatloaf or whatever, meatballs or
What are
something
you
like that.
saying? What, a Hamburg?
Like in
Ground
the
beef.
Hamburg.
In
Ground
ground
beef.
beef. Yeah, it's a hamburger meat, not Hamburg.
Call it Hamburg.
No, what?
And then you fucking make patties out of it to make hamburgers.
Hamburger is just a hamburger. It's not, if you cook it, it becomes a hamburger. Like, it's not Hamburg before you cook it. It's just,
It is if you're trying to make a fucking hamburger with it.
oh my God. It's Hamburg. Dude.
Go ahead, try
We're
blowing
making-
holes in my shit, bitch.
We're making a T-shirt that's like a fucking bowl of ground beef, and it's just gonna say Hamburg.
Hamburg.
And then we're gonna put a Zeppelin above it, so it's like the Hindenburg.
Oh, God.
Bro, your Breaking Bad name would be Hamburg.
Oh shit!
Oh,
God,
But
that's a
anyway,
fucking
so
city in
it
Germany,
makes,
bro.
It makes fucking great. It makes great fucking hamburgers. But anyway, so fucking barbecue smoker food of choice.
Hamburgs.
Hamburgers.
barbecue a
Good
choice.
option. Barbecue / smoker food of choice.
Brisket.
Or like
Yeah, brisket all day. What's your favorite barbecue sauce?
I'm not a huge barbecue sauce fan, to be honest with you.
More of a dry rub?
I'm a big dry rub fan. Yep, huge dry rub fan.
You don't dip in anything after?
Not typically. It's got to be something spicy if I'm putting any kind of barbecue sauce on. I'm a huge spice fan. So, like, Sweet Baby Ray's makes that Chipotle barbecue.
Yep.
If I'm doing pulled pork, that's what. Yeah, that's.
I think
the
a lot
barbecue
of
sauce I'm gonna use.
places are using Sweet Baby Ray's now.
It's good stuff. It's
For
not
like a very generic one, that's a good one to go to.
Yeah, it's not over the top. Not like too saucy. I don't know what it is. Like, same with ribs. If I'm getting ribs, I'd rather have a dry rub rib than a super saucy rib. I don't know. what it is.
I don't
Yeah.
even want super
I'm not a huge
saucy. I
sauce
want.
fan.
I mean, if I'm going for a rib or something, I want sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
And
like,
if
I would
you-
rather it be on.
or-
I would rather it be cooked with the sauce on it than someone just slathering barbecue sauce on it after it's cooked.
That's what
It's gotta be
that's
done
what
the
I was
right
about
way.
to segue to is like get it on while it's still on the grill and caramelize it.
Yeah, like the last 45 minutes, put it on there. Like for the last 45.
That's what I do.
it's gonna
That's
be
what I
on.
do with my ribs all the time. Is I get it to caramelize. I don't get it to fucking where it's still like
Yeah.
that drippy sauce.
So with everything that I do dry rub, and then for a spritzing, I'll use a sweet tea bourbon mix.
Ooh, I use apple
And
juice. Apple juice
yeah,
is usually
so
my
a lot
go-to.
of people use like the apple juice or the apple cider vinegar.
Mhm.
I use a sweet tea and bourbon mix, and it makes like this. It's some kind of like special. It gives it a little bit more sweet taste than it does like that. Then it does break it down, I guess you could say. Like the vinegar or apple cider, it has like a tartness to it that breaks it down. But because I don't like sauce on a lot of that stuff, I think the sweet tea and bourbon like gives it like a little bit of a caramelizing-ness to it.
What bourbon are you using?
The last time I did it, I used Maker's Mark. Just because it was like Maker's Mark up here is pretty cheap for us. Like it's cheaper than Crown usually, and Crown was like my go-to for stuff like that.
Sorry,
Just the regular Maker's Mark, like not the 46. Like the 46 is like a little bit more expensive, but Crown up by us is a little higher on the list for just regular Crown.
Regular Crown I can get for like $20.
How big of a bottle are you buying?
How big of a bottle do you need to barbecue?
A fifth?
Well, you're not gonna use it just for barbecue. I mean, I'm gonna use part of it for barbecue. And
This is
part
me
of
and
it
my
to
dumb
drink
ass.
while I'm barbecuing.
A fifth is 750 milliliters, right?
Yep.
You're asking the wrong guy. I don't math well.
Yes,
like-
it is. Yeah.
Crown Royal Black, that's like, I think that's like 30.
That's racist.
It's not racist when it says black on the bottle. And sponsor.
I didn't know you guys heard me. I thought I
Oh,
said
yeah.
that. I thought I said that quiet enough.
And sponsors
Cut.
gone.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, I want to say a shout out to the 744th Ford Sport Company for shipping out. overseas. They're heading out on another deployment right out of Hillsborough, New Hampshire. So they're going on another one.
Hold on. Let me finish my drink. We'll cheers to him. Give me a sec here.
What is that? Is that
Cracking another one.
what are they?
Transportation. They're
Transport?
With it's transport attached to I think 197.
Gentlemen, spilled everywhere. Fuck.
Yeah, a little bit
Cheers.
left.
Ladies and gentlemen, cheers.
Yes. Best of luck.
I was about to say where to, but OPSEC.
Yeah.
I could give you a few guesses.
Ooh, which fish is on your can?
It's the marlin. Why?
Just wondering. There's a different one on each can.
Yeah, there's
each pack.
Is there? I think it's
Trout,
there's
walleye,
6 different
muskie,
6 different
marlin.
designs you can get.
Yep.
If you want to collect them all, Pokemon.
Gotta catch him. Oh. Hey, Rip Ash, catch him. Fucking. His story arc is finally over. 25 years. Stayed 10 years old the entire time. Good for him.
Speaking of Pokemon,
We were talking about that in the background. I was like, "What the fuck is that? Is that one of those
Yeah,
Pokemon?"
what kind of cheap fuck gets Mega Blocks and not Legos?
it's called Auntie Jessie got it for my son.
Auntie Jessie's a cheap fuck. Auntie Jessie, if you're listening, Legos only next time.
Legos doesn't.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Legos doesn't do Pokemon.
Get a quarter, we can play a song.
Yeah, sick crack, bro. Crack kills. That's Charmander.
Charmander. Sorry, listeners, you don't get to see the Lego Charmander or Mega Bloks Charmander.
So
Are
you
they even
take
called
that
Mega
back.
Blocks anymore?
It's called Mega Bloks still. Little Man and I built this.
Gotta catch him. Oh.
Hey,
Yeah,
how
we
I
gotta-
can shrug my shoulders right now. My whole back fucking explodes.
We got a bunch of them. We got the little we got the Batmobile. We got Grogu from Mandalorian and stuff.
Oh, your son likes
Nice.
Legos?
Oh yeah, he fucking loves them. And by loves them, he means I'm gonna build them for a little bit with you, Dad.
Leave
then
them
you're-
on the floor so you can step on them.
No, it turns into Dad, I'm gonna build these with you for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get bored. I'm gonna go watch TV. Dad, you finish it. Thank you. And that's what I do. I get sucked into it, and I'm just fucking building away on it.
Oh.
So with the food,
So
so you guys said
with-
brisket. You guys said brisket.
yes.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite things to do is smoke shoulder, like do a pork shoulder.
Oh yeah. Or
I have a recipe dialed in on it, and I can never remember it every time, so it just gets better every time I do it.
So it's not dialed in.
And it's not, but it
Oh.
gets more dialed in every time it happens, and it's so good.
So I love
Well,
eating. I love eating smoked brisket.
Yeah.
Something that I enjoy smoking myself. Smoked queso.
Yeah, the smoked
Fucking
queso.
smoked
so
queso
good.
is.
It
I
is
enjoy
so good.
doing that so
Yep,
many times.
so good.
So I don't
It's
eat
not
pork.
as, like challenging with like the briskets. It takes time. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't eat pork, so I'll have to not eat your brisket or your shoulder rather.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
we'll
it's
make
called-
you the.
Are you like? I'm not gonna fucking go there. No, I'll leave that one alone.
Is it religious beliefs that you don't eat pork?
No, it's cannibalism.
The other white meat. You're just-
No, I'm a cop. I'm a pig. I don't eat pig.
And that's why I love smoking, like smokers so much. I'm a smoke eater, you know.
As far as I love smoked brisket. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Burnt ends too,
Oh my god.
and a good
Yeah,
burnt
Ty,
end is
you gotta
fucking.
make us some burnt ends.
But
I
the
post
whole
I
fucking
post them
weekend.
on my Insta
I
all the
know.
time.
Yeah, they look great.
yeah, I think my favorite thing to smoke is fools.
The thing is burnt ends get expensive.
I love smoking foods.
Burnt ends get expensive.
If all right, so if we Airbnb up there, and the place has a smoker, or no, Garrett,
I'm
can you just
bringing my
bring your
smoker.
smoker?
Yeah.
If I buy the meat, can you make us burnt ends?
Oh, I can definitely.
All right, I'll buy the meat.
I can make burnt ends. I can make pulled
We're gonna make
pork.
smoked queso.
I can make smoked queso.
We're gonna smoke everything.
I can make brisket.
We
with
may
a
need two
with a coffee
smokers.
rub.
Oh yeah, the coffee rub.
So
That Traeger
my
coffee rub that they have.
yep. So I didn't do a Traeger coffee rub. I took one off the internet. My mother-in-law asked me, "Hey, if I buy a brisket, can you do it for Pop-Up's birthday, which is my
You
wife's
told me about that.
yeah, my wife's grandfather." And
Yep.
so they bought the meat for me and everything. I bought what I needed to do the rub and everything, and it was, even though I overcooked it and it was a little dry, I still got big thumbs up from it.
Brisket's tough. Like
I was
It takes
so,
a while.
I was
to make it
so
right.
mad with myself that I overcooked it. Like I could this is one thing with me is like I beat myself up big time when I fuck up something.
Yep.
And like literally
my life.
I was hating myself. I'm like, I fucking overcooked it. It sucks. And my wife is like, what are you talking about? Everyone loves it. I'm like, no, it's not what I
Right.
want it to be. I'm like, this fucking sucks. And she's like, everyone loves it. It's fine.
The best smoked shoulder that I did was the one I was telling you about when I blew the fucking thing up.
Oh yeah.
I blew up a pellet smoker. I shit you not. This thing, every orifice.
Was there moisture in the pellets?
I don't have a clue what happened. Well, other than fire science and a backdraft and shit just went everywhere. I had this pork on there, and I had it smoking for probably 2 hours, and then it just I looked at my thermometer because I had a Bluetooth with probes. Like, it's not through the smoker itself, but I have a Bluetooth thing for meat probes.
And, so the probe itself you connect it to your phone.
Wait, real quick,
well,
guys.
it's through like a actual device like that's connected to like you buy it as a package, and there's a thing you can punch in your numbers that you want on this thing, like it's a thermometer, and then it's the probes that go in that are Bluetooth. So
I just real quick.
Yep.
I'm fighting my child brain so hard this entire barbecue segment. Because all I want to say is like, oh, I smoke brisket. I want to be like, I bet you smoke poles. Or like when Ty said that he beats himself up, I'm like, I bet you do at home, loser. Like,
You're a
like,
child.
dude. I'm fighting my child brain so hard.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead,
The
continue.
man's in his fucking 30s, and he's like,
Dude, I can't help it. It's in me. I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I had to
okay.
say it. I could not let it cook. I had
she
it.
said.
That's why I've been trying to be really fucking delicate with my words.
Bro, you
throughout
just
this
said
whole thing.
probes, and I was just like,
I know. As soon as I said
oh.
probes, it's like, oh, here we go. Wait for it. Someone's gonna say it. But yeah, no. So I had these. I look at it and I'm like, wow, the fucking temperature is way down. It's like something's not right here. So I go out and I fucking open the lid for the pellets. Everything seemed fine. I kind of like dug in there, like just kind of fluffed all the. I know. Yeah, I see. I know where your head's going. As soon as I said that. So I like get the pellets, like make sure that everything's good. I look at the like dial, kind of messed around with it. So I drop it back down to smoke, because smoke's where like it's supposed to get everything ignited again. Have the lid closed. I'm standing there looking at it, and all of a sudden the smoke starts.
I can see what
rolling.
happenings.
The smoke starts
overfed
rolling out of
pellets.
the chimney, and I'm like, wow, it's a lot of fucking smoke. I think it's more smoke than what usually comes out of it. So I'm sitting there watching it,
Did you open
and I'm
it?
standing like 2 feet in front of it. So I fucking opened the lid.
Oh,
to
you
the
opened
pellet
it.
tray.
Jesus Christ.
No. I opened the lid to the pellet tray.
Oh, okay.
And all of a sudden, the smoke starts bellowing out of it, and I was like,
no.
Too much oxygen.
I was like, well, that's not good. And all of a sudden, fucking, I was like, I gotta shut that before something bad happens. I shut it, and fucking, boom! Fucking the lid from the grill fucking flies open. The fucking.
You don't have air dampeners?
The pellet box flies open.
I have a, oh my god,
the
I have
chimney
a
is the fucking stack, and then you got the grease strip tray, and there was smoke bellowing out of that. There was smoke
Jesus
bellowing out of
Christ.
that. There was as soon as I opened the lid, I was like, smoke's not supposed to be coming out of that. That's where all the pellets are at. So I shut it. That was just enough oxygen to make it backdraft. The fucking thing just went boom.
Oh no.
But hey, it lit again. Everything was good after that. It didn't do it again, and it was the best smoked shoulder I ever had off of that thing. So the trick is just gotta blow it up.
I have a great story that I fucked up on, but it was with a gas grill.
Oh no.
So
I think you told me about this.
I
We
told
were
you about
talking
this one
my last story,
because you
too.
talked about this, and then I'm like, hey, I got one better for you because it was
Oh.
gas. So what I remember from this is it was at my parents' house when I was still a teenager. I had Kristen over, girlfriend at the time, and then I think Matt was over, and I think he had his like girlfriend or something, or I think Matt was just over, which Matt is my nephew, and
Which is crazy.
I was getting ready to grill us some hamburgers for lunch. It was on the weekend.
Hamburg.
Yep.
So they were hamburgers before you put
Yeah.
them on the grill.
They were frozen hamburgers. And what ended up happening is I was talking to Matt and I got distracted. I turned the gas grill, or I should say I opened the gas grills to high, but I never hit start.
Oh.
Classic.
So this thing is closed and I have it on high. And I'm talking to Matt about something, and then I sit there and go, oh fuck, I forgot. And I went to hit the electric ignite start. And it goes click click boom.
Click, click, boom. I'm on the same.
And this thing, the fucking
Juice
cover
saliva.
goes flying open. Fire. I'm lucky I'm like fucking alive from this. Fire comes spitting out, and it lifts the grill up and almost threw it off of my dad's deck.
Bro.
That's how much gas was built up in this fucking thing. My father comes swinging the door open and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, I forgot to start the grill and this happened. And he's like, "You fucking idiot, you almost got yourself fucking killed."
Oh man.
And literally Matt's sitting there
for
rolling on
goodness.
the ground of the deck, just dying of laughter. So yeah, but you know who's not gonna blow up a grill? Main Street Grill and Bar, where you are gonna enjoy some wonderful eatery and beer, and then enjoy a few holes of golf. We thank you so much for the sponsor. We appreciate it. We love you so much. Logo's right there on my
Thank you.
right there in that corner. And
Much
that's
appreciated.
going to end it for us. Thank you for watching the Casual AF podcast. We appreciate it so much. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube. And if you're on anything else, keep fucking listening. Give us a review too.
Like, subscribe, follow, ring the
Yeah,
bell, baby.
It helps.
Let's go.
All that good shit.
Cook those
See you
fucking
later.
hamburgers.
Yeah.
Don't blow up a grill. Bye.